USC's $62.5 million decision burdens JuJu Watkins' young shoulders as coach Lindsay Gottlieb hopes for normalcy. So far, so good. The USC Trojans' first season away from the Pac-12 conference and debuting in the Big Ten has gone successfully, with their conference scoreboard already reading 5-0. Their latest victory against No. 8 Maryland had to be especially satisfying as the Trojans won against an undefeated Terrapins team. But despite this being their fifth straight win, the team has also won this consecutive game on the road, and it might spell trouble. Lod is going through horrendous wildfires right now, but while the USC squad has been away from home not to witness it up close, they still worry. And while they're winning all their games on the East Coast so far, freezing in comparison to the sunny California, the toll has to get to them sooner or later. Coach Lindsay Gottlieb said after defeating Maryland yesterday, we're still learning it. I'm learning the rhythm of a new conference in terms of, the Pac-12 was 2 games in a weekend. Friday, Sunday, everyone's doing the same thing. And now we're like, who's playing who when? The move from Pac-12 to Big Ten was advertised as being pushed by NIL, like-minded academic institutions, and more opportunities to recruit. At the same time, Pac-12's unhelpful TV deals and other failures could not be ignored, which is one of the main reasons not just USC but UCLA also moved to the Big East. In a college sports culture that is turning more into pro sports, the Big Ten gave these schools the best opportunity for finance. When the conference's new deal that began in 2024, worth a massive $1 billion a year, is divided among 16 Big Ten schools, yields an average of $62.5 million per school. This means USC can spend that money on facility upgrades and improved travel. But like Gottlieb said, it's just really different for us, and so as coaches, we're trying to process all that and keep things as normalized for the team as possible. When the move was announced, the coach knew this winter would not be easy with new teams and more travel. Nevertheless, she had the best of the Trojans in mind, especially their star guard. Lindsay Gottlieb wants to balance work and play for JuJu Watkins and co. When JuJu Watkins suffered an injury last month, it was a dark moment for USC basketball. Fortunately, it was nothing serious and Watkins was able to recover properly. The holidays also gave a break before the grueling schedule of January, and this is exactly what Coach Lindsay Gottlieb wanted. We are just trying to do the things that are best for our student athletes in terms of, everyone says sleep, hydration, and nutrition are the best indicators of success on the road and acclimating to time changes. So we'll focus on that, she told the Next. Where it's possible, we'll try to do something or see something. If there's an extra day and we're in D.C. and it makes sense to go see a museum or a monument, we will as long as it fits in. New teams in new arenas, playing a conference schedule against someone you've never played against can be tough. But so far, USC is handling it well. That said, it's only January, so until March comes, the Trojans will have to keep their laces tied tight and keep getting those baskets. JuJu Watkins says WNBA's not where it needs to be as she enjoys $576,000 lifestyle in USC. I'm confused. Back in April, LeBron James wasted no time asking why the WNBA follows the eligibility rule. But that's not what the WNBA players think, clearly. While JuJu Watkins may not be counted among the top NIL earners in the NCAA, she does boast high-profile deals with brands like Nike and Gatorade and a value of $576,000. The NIL era has reduced the need for student athletes to rush to the pros as soon as they're eligible, but the WNBA is a little different. While the NBA allows players with 1 year of college, aka 1 year out of high school, women basketball players cannot enter the draft till they're 22, and Watkins sees no hurry to change that rule. In yesterday's post-game press conference, after beating Maryland, a reporter asked the USC Trojan star if the WNBA, owing to its rising popularity, should consider eliminating the 4-year rule eventually. Watkins is not so sure. I don't know. I think, hence, the WNBA's website clearly states the league requires domestic draft entrants to be at least 22 years old during the year in which the draft takes place and to have no remaining college eligibility or to renounce any future college eligibility. But Watkins also declares, I'm having fun in college and can't wait to get to the pros. So in terms of that, for me personally, I don't see the benefit, but definitely down the line. Watkins, who was a star freshman last year, will be eligible for the draft in 2027. For the guard, many analysts and former basketball players have already discussed how staying in college is a wastage of time for the league. Why not? The Trojans know 12 is not just the offensive power for her team, but has been named the next Caitlin Clark of the NCAA multiple times. And WNBA, as the best-selling brand this year in the country, could definitely use a player like her to continue its charm for the incoming fans and the loyal followers. Now, even famous names throughout the basketball community are weighing in on the matter. JuJu Watkins herself had previously said that she would like to at least have the option of going to the draft after a while. Although the college scenario is favorable, the WNBA is still alluring. I want to say personally I am enjoying my experience. Coach Gottlieb, Watkins said on the Good Game with Sarah Spain podcast, I definitely think we should have the option. There's just been such a growth in college basketball where it's like, why would you want to leave? Because you're able to have that experience and build your brand here in college as well. LeBron James said something similar. I'm sitting here after watching the WNBA draft the other day and wondering why the hell do those young ladies have to stay in school for 4 years before being able to go pro? I'm killing FUS. Meanwhile, Watkins knows it's a touchy subject, but she definitely thinks college prepares players for the pros. Nevertheless, an option doesn't hurt.